All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal.
My name is Kyle.
And I can finally talk again.
Some of you might not even know what we're talking about.
I went 7 days without talking.
Well,
but Kyle's going to try and tell me I didn't.
But you didn't.
I mean, technically, I didn't. But metaphysically, philosophically,
metaphorically,
I sort of went 7 days without speaking.
Yeah. So John had gone like 4 or 5 days without speaking, and then he FaceTimed me, and the FaceTime was like frozen, and he went, "Oh, wait." And I was like, it took me a second to register that he said that. And I was like, oh, you spoke.
Kyle, and I got so annoyed because Kyle's whole like goal in life is to like any challenge I try to do to make sure like I don't accomplish it.
No, I just wanted to make sure that you like.
No, he just wanted to like watch me fail. So when he was like, "Oh, you spoke, you didn't do it, you messed up," I was like, "Oh, I hate you."
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, I know it.
And I was the source.
Funny.
Actually, I didn't even do anything.
No,
it was just frozen.
FaceTime was and it was frustrating because it was just like a reflex. Like I didn't even mean to speak. I was like, "Oh shit," or "Oh wait," and then you're like, "Oh," and then I knew right away. But
that was great. That made my day.
Then another time, I came downstairs, and this was like on the last day of the challenge, or the second to last day. My parents were watching this new show, and I like was making dinner, like looking into the living room at the show, and I was like, "Wait, why did she do that?" And I didn't even think, like I totally like forgot that I was even in this challenge, and it was just like I was just confused, and they both looked like whipped their head around. They're like, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I can't talk."
Dang.
And then there was one other time. One day I went to go like dog sit for my sister's puppy, like while I was doing this challenge, and like he literally wouldn't come to me and like eat his breakfast.
Oh, you have to call him
and
out.
I was like, Rich. Like I was trying to say it pretty quiet because like, but you know, a word is a word. But I mean, for the sake of the challenge, I think it was like a fun, cool little thing. It's not like a big deal. Like it wasn't super serious or anything, but for people wondering why I even did it in the first place.
I'm still wondering why you even did it.
So, I mean, I've kind of tried to explain it to you and to my parents, and I think that when everybody sees the video that I'm making of it, it'll all make a lot more sense. That's the goal, at least.
Yeah,
but
well, hopefully.
Basically, the idea is like, the whole idea was to spend a week in silence to focus on like mindfulness and meditation and to just spend a week in your own thoughts. Because I basically was watching these TED Talks and like these podcasts, and I got down this like rabbit hole of like meditation and mindfulness, and it turns out there's like a lot of studies on like they do all these studies on like these Buddhist monks that like live in the mountains and like meditate.
Dude, you should have become a monk.
No, I know, right? But they do it like 12 hours a day, just like complete silence. And there's people now like Westerners who will go on these like trips for like a month at a time where they go and just like 12 hours a day of complete silence and meditation.
They can talk after.
Well, there's like a 1 hour period where they're allowed to talk.
Don't you get hungry?
Yeah, you eat.
Oh. Well, but yeah, but I just pictured like people meditating for 12 hours.
No, they'll
my
go about
stomach
their
would
day.
growl
Like they'll like they eat and they'll have like group sessions of meditation, and they'll eat together, and there's all these studies, but there's like Westerners now that is becoming more and more popular, and now at this one this one like camp kind of where they practice it, there's been a bunch of research studies, and there's scientists now that like join them and have been doing studies, and there's this one extreme one where people go in groups of two. You can go with your spouse or with a friend, and you go for 18 months.
Oh my!
And it's like this intense research study, and they basically came to all these conclusions. Like they had scientists there doing all these tests with like your brains and like, I don't know, all this crazy shit and your emotions and everything. And by the end of it, they came to the conclusion that your emotional well-being is enhanced, your like memory is enhanced, like all these different things are enhanced. And I don't know. So there's a lot of benefits to it. And the whole idea is that like a lot of people nowadays don't like they'll do anything in their power, myself included, to like not just think. Like just sitting and like thinking and not checking my phone, not listening to music is like one of the most like boring thoughts ever.
Agreed. Did you do a lot of that?
Yeah, no, I forced myself to every day. Like I did a variety of things, but like I would do every morning I would do like morning pages where I would get up and for 10 minutes I would just write like whatever I was thinking or feeling. Like,
would you like to read some of these pages?
No. I mean, they're kind of personal. It's like it's just like my like own thoughts, like what I'm feeling, what I'm stressed about in life. Like you're supposed to take it like pretty seriously. So I do that, and you just write, and whatever comes to mind, just write it down. And if you can't think of anything, then you just try and think whatever's in your head, just put it on paper. So I do that every morning. I did 10 minutes of like breathing, just like
meditation,
like meditation, but it's just
that.
like focusing on like feeling like the actual inhale and exhale and stuff.
You're done like where you tense up your muscles. I used to do that to try to go to sleep.
Really?
Like you tense up.
I never heard of that. What's that?
So like I was having problems sleeping, like whatever at some point in my life, and I what I would do is like I found this video on YouTube where you like tense up your muscles in like certain muscle groups. Like, so you start with like your feet, you like tense up your feet for like 5 seconds and then let it go. And you kind of feel it tingle. And you do your calf, and then you do like your quads, and then you do like your abs, and then you do your arms, and then like your face. You at the end you're like,
what the hell?
And then it helps you like just relax, because then you lay there and you're focusing on your breathing, and then it like helps you kind of like calm down and go to bed.
Yeah.
So that works for me.
I never tried that. I mean, I'd definitely be down to try it, but like one thing that like during the last couple months when I found out more about this and like what meditation is all about and stuff, one thing that I thought was super interesting is like the way this one like monk explained it is like trying to like look at like your hand and literally like feel like the muscle in one of your fingers, and to like just like focus like, or anything, or just think of like your knees right now, to like feel your knees, like not moving them, but just like put all of your focus on your actual knee. And to like, and it's like hard to do, and you never really think about it. And another thing was like, he was like, when you're walking up the stairs, don't just walk up the stairs and think and daydream and think about something else. Like literally focus on the feeling of your foot pushing against the stair and against your shoe, and like so just being very like present and stuff. And I don't know, like a lot of people think it's like hippie shit, and like my dad's like, well, like what's the point of that? Like I don't know. Like, you know,
I'm kind of on that boat a little bit.
And I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I don't know, I was very peaceful throughout this whole experience.
Well, I don't know, because when we were playing okay, I'll say John not talking, everything you did or didn't do felt so much more like sassy and just like,
I wasn't even talking.
I know. But like, that's just what I'm saying is like,
well, that's not, but then that's the way you interpreted it. 'Cause it's not like I was.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you were.
Sassy.
I'm just saying that's how
like that's the vibe you
like,
got.
Yeah. Like it like would make me mad a lot. Just like when I would walk in and you would just look at me with that stupid face, and you're just like, yeah, I'm not talking.
I didn't say that though.
I know, but I know that
in my mind I was like, oh, hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah, but see how it came across to me was like just looking at me like, yeah, I'm not talking.
But that's not on me. That's on you.
I know, but I'm just saying
that's your fault. For feeling that way.
Sure. Okay, but I also know you, and I know that there were times where you were probably like, oh, yeah, I'm not talking. I'm John. I'm not talking. And like when we were playing Fortnite too, like John would just be in silence, and like just all the things he would. I can't even think of examples, but everything you did.
You got mad at me for not talking.
Yes.
And that's what pissed you off.
Yeah. And then I was like, why is it so annoying that he's not talking? Like, it was bothering me for a while that you weren't talking. It was just annoying to me.
And I don't understand
and it was
why,
like, well, it was also like a nuisance too.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a nuisance, and it's like an impractical thing to do. I get that part of it. But like, I don't get why you got. My dad probably had like a similar feeling to you, where he was like, it seems like you're mad at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not.
Exactly.
And I mean, like, I told him after, I'm like, no, like, I was totally content. Like, I was happy. And he's like, and he made a joke. He's like, oh, John, did somebody hurt your feelings? You don't want to talk. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was cool. And like, I hung out with one of my best friends, Jordan, and she was like, we literally hung out for like 2 hours, like doing some clips for the video and stuff that you guys will see. But at the end of it, she was like, wow, this is really weird. This is probably what it's like to have a baby. Like you can talk to it.
So you're basically a baby.
But but it can't talk back to you, and you
or
can,
a pet.
You can kind of get the sense of if it's happy or sad because it can grunt or like or like laugh. But other than that, it's like, yeah.
So do you ever think you'll do it again?
I said at the end of the video that'll go up on Wednesday that you guys should check out. I actually said I don't think I'd ever do it again, but I'm glad that I did do it once. And I think that I do think 7 days for me at least was a bit overkill. I think 3 days probably would have been good. But there's people that sign up to go away for like months at a time. So like,
yeah, that's crazy to me.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's cool because a lot of people, like I said, like it's got to the point where if I go to the gym and I forget my headphones, I like literally won't go to I'll go home to get my headphones before I'll like go work out without music, which is like sad. Like it shouldn't be that way. And the same thing with like going to work, like sitting in a room and scanning without some way to distract myself from just in my own thoughts. It's like I don't like doing it, and I feel like that's like bad, you know?
Yeah, well, if you're trying to go for more hippie stuff, you could do an ayahuasca trip next.
I know, dude. That shit sounds crazy, though. Like, I don't know.
I think, like, basically you drink this stuff, and then you just start throwing up a bunch and, like, shitting
but then you
everywhere.
start, like, tripping balls.
Yeah,
and,
tripping balls, and then you, like, find your, like, inner
like
peace.
No, I mean, I've heard a lot about it. I don't know.
It's not for me.
Like, I mean, alcohol and weeds, whatever, but when it comes to, like, psychedelics, I don't think I'd ever, like...
Yeah,
I don't think I'd ever do like shrooms or like LSD or whatever that crazy shit is.
Yeah, that's probably no for me.
But my next challenge that I'm thinking about doing is going a week without my phone at all. Like just lock it away somewhere.
That actually will be annoying because if I'm trying to communicate with you,
exactly.
How am I gonna like email you?
I guess no, but
I
mean I have an Apple laptop, so like I might. Why did I say that? It's called a Mac. Apple laptop. I mean, I guess I could text through my laptop, like if I desperately have to, like say, like, all right, I'll meet you at this time. But what'll be the hardest thing is like if there's a change of plans, and like I'm like meeting someone and like,
yeah,
dude. But how did people used to like? I was thinking, how did people live their life before phones?
Dude, I don't know. Like. It's just a lot relying on people, like hoping that, like I feel like people probably got stood up so much on dates because like something came up and they couldn't
like
go.
you got in a car crash, but then you assume that like the person just stood you up and didn't.
I'm sure people got dumped for really dumb reasons.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you didn't show up. It's like, what? My mom, like she tripped and fell. I had to take her to the hospital. It's like, oh, that's such a lie.
Yeah, or like I was thinking, I was waiting to pick my dad up at the airport, and like I was waiting for him to like text me that he was here, but I was thinking like. What if you drove all the way to the airport expecting you'll meet someone and like it got canceled or delayed?
Yeah.
And like you would have no way to know and you just wait there for hours.
Or I guess you could go in and see if its flight got delayed.
Yeah.
But like my mom, she was saying when she was in Europe when she was younger, like they would all split up. Like her family or like friends that she was with, they would all split up and they would be like, okay, we're going to meet here at 7:00. Mm-hmm. And like most of the time it would work, but like it's crazy. It's a lot of just relying on people, and sometimes people would be late. Like
like I feel like if we tried that now, it would never work.
For sure, no.
We like people always rely. Anytime we try and make a plan and say, all right, we're gonna meet at this place at this time, and it's like 6 people. There's always 1 or 2 people that are like, they text and they're like, I'll be there at like 45 minutes later or something.
Yeah, basically.
So.
Shout out to those people.
Maybe you and I could both do it simultaneously, and
then I'm not gonna do it.
Then we couldn't get frustrated at each other because like we would just plan everything out in advance. Be like,
I just don't feel the need to do it. Like I could do it. Like I'm sure I physically could do it, but like it just doesn't feel that necessary to me.
You'd be in a cool video, and then you know. That's a benefit.
I'll probably be in the video somehow anyways.
Probably making fun of me.
Probably.
But yeah, so people listening, if you want to check out that video, it's honestly like at the beginning I was worried. I thought it'd be kind of dumb or like wouldn't really make sense. But the more I've edited it and like put it together, I think it's going to be really, really cool.
Is it coming out on Wednesday?
That's the goal. It should be up on Wednesday. When you guys are watching this, it's Monday. So literally 2 days from now.
Well, we haven't recorded in like... over a week.
I know. How you feeling? You feel rusty? You feel different?
Rusty and crusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And moist?
I am. Yeah, I am sweating. But this is one of the few episodes that'll literally come out tomorrow. So we're recording this yesterday.
Yeah, this is pretty scary because usually we're like a couple weeks in advance almost. But
so our current events are super up to date.
Yeah, what's happening? What happened yesterday?
I don't know.
UW women's softball.
I think they were playing earlier.
No one cares.
Who cares?
NBA Finals is going on.
Yep. Game 5, or what am I saying? Game 2 is at 5. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
All right. You said you had something. We both have a lot of crazy things because we haven't recorded in like a week and a half.
So I have 4 different things. Have you ever for example, you walk into a bathroom and it smells like shit?
Okay.
When something smells really bad, do you breathe through your mouth, or do you just straight up hold your breath, or do you continue to breathe through your nose and bear through it? Like if someone took a big poop before you, what do you do? What's your approach?
It's funny that you bring it up because I know exactly what you mean, but I never really verbalized it. I guess I think I instantly switch from nose breathing to mouth breathing. But then I sometimes I get weirded out because I'm like, well, I'm still inhaling this. There's poop remnants of poop in the air.
That's what I'm saying.
And I could be inhaling that.
Yeah, it's in your mouth, literally. Like you're getting poop in your mouth when you do that.
But then either way, you're getting poop in your body.
My worry is that what if I taste it?
There's no way you taste.
It could be that populated in the air that it's I'm tasting it.
Well, do you think how in Step Brothers when he's like, onions and ketchup. I can taste it.
Yeah.
Is that possible? Can you taste a fart?
I don't know.
Do you think if I was to fart directly down your throat, do you think you would taste it?
We could try.
There's got to be something there.
It depends what you ate, because there's certain brands,
Oh, like McDonald's.
Dude. Oh, that's the worst. Okay, but so what I do is I don't like to breathe out of my mouth when that happens.
Because
I get all worried. I'm gonna hold my breath, but I'm also breathe very slowly through my nose. I'll just not even that. I'll be I'll just be I'll sound like a person on their deathbed trying to breathe.
You'll breathe the least amount that you can breathe, where you it'll still get you oxygen.
Mm-hmm. Basically, because I don't want to. I'm not just gonna breathe normal through my nose because it smells like shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna breathe through my mouth because then it's in my mouth.
Yeah.
I got poop in my mouth.
Every episode we talk about shit.
I know. Didn't even.
All right, wait. I got another one though.
Okay.
If you go in a bathroom and it smells if you're walking to a bathroom and you see someone leaving the bathroom,
mm-hmm.
or if you're at my house and you just came out of the bathroom, then I went in, and it just smelled horrible. When you leave after, do you judge the person subconsciously wow, you just made that horrible smell? I look at you differently now.
See, I think that you can kind of tell if it was been lingering for a while, or if that person just did it.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can even look in the bowl and see what's happening.
The skid marks.
Right. But I tend not to judge because I know how embarrassing it is when you walk in and it smells terrible, and then you leave and someone comes right in. You're like, that guy thinks I made that. Bad. That guy thinks I made that smell.
But you did make that smell.
No. But what if it smelled bad when I went in and then I just peed and I left?
You didn't even do it.
Yeah, and then the next person thinks shit.
You're getting framed.
Exactly.
You're getting framed for poopy smell.
So I don't try to frame people because I know how it feels to be framed.
Yeah.
No one likes to be framed, especially no one wants to get poop
Taz
shamed.
doesn't like being framed for his party.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
claimed that he was framed.
Go check out our last episode.
Really interesting story.
That was a really crazy story at the end of there. But
okay.
Yeah.
I have more.
I'm glad we got right back into shit. It's been a week and a half. We just dive right back into
it. Okay. Next one. See, these are all things that I experienced in the last week, and I wrote down. I was like, these are relatable.
Yeah.
Have you ever, do you ever have when someone asks you a question, say for example, your dad, he says, "Hey John, can you help me?" And then you say, "What?" Hoping that he says, "Oh, never mind." It's someone asks you a question that you don't want to do or you don't want to answer. So you would intentionally be like, "What?" Hoping that they change up how they say it, or they change or they say, "Oh, never mind." So you try to give yourself more time to think of an excuse to get out of it.
I've never done that before, honestly.
Really? I do that sometimes. If someone asks me a question, when I was younger, for example, if someone were to ask me, "Who do you like?" and I'd be like, "What?" Hoping that they say never mind, or hoping that I come up with an answer or something, or a way to deflect the question.
That was such a classic thing. Like, who do you like?
Yeah, dude, who do you like? And you're like, no one. Like, you have to like someone. Like, no, I swear, I don't like anyone.
Or they're like, oh, dude, you like her, don't you? And you're like, what? No, she's gross. I remember, like,
liking
it
people.
was so weird how, like, if someone accused you of liking someone, the go-to thing was to immediately say how much you don't like that person. Or, like,
Wait, what?
like in elementary school, like, if a girl was, like, mean to you, that means she likes you,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Or if they chased you at recess.
Yeah.
Got chased a lot.
Oh, you were a big chasee.
Yeah, got chased a ton. Never got caught. Super quick.
No, but like I never do the whole thing where I never tried that before. I kind of like that thing though. Where
Yeah.
if they're like, "Hey Kyle, can you unload the dishes?"
Yeah,
And
dude.
you're like,
Like
What?
that's what happened. Like my mom asked me a question that like she asked me to do something and I kind of didn't want to do it. And she's like, "Hey Kyle, can you do this?" And I was like, "What?" And then she asked me again. I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "All right, yeah, sure, I'll do it." But there's been times where it's worked and they'll be like, "Oh, never mind."
I
I'm
will
like,
say though, there's times when I'll be playing Xbox and I'll almost use that as an excuse for like if my mom's downstairs and trying to get a hold of me and I'm upstairs with my headset on, it's like I can sometimes hear her say, "Hey John," but I'll pretend like I can't hear because I'm like in the zone.
Right.
And then she like I feel like some parents would just be like yell until you hear them, but my parents are cool and they'll be like, "Oh, he's in the middle of a game, like
Oh,
I gotta
very
let him
common.
finish."
Yeah, my mom's kind of that way too.
Yeah. Dude, the worst though is when you're in a game of Fortnite and they're like, "Hey, can you pause it for a second?"
Like, oh, you can't pause.
It doesn't work like that, Mom.
Wow. That was
yeah.
a classic. That's a classic old parent, like old person thing. It's like, "Can you pause your game?" I'm like, yeah, you
There's
don't get it. I'm online right now. I can't
There's
pause.
very few games nowadays that you can just pause.
Yeah, unless you're like in campaign mode. But
yeah, but like
if you're doing campaign mode, what are you doing?
yeah, no one plays campaign anymore.
Yeah. I don't even have any games that plays campaign.
Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Oh.
only game that I can pause, I think. Well, I
I
guess
haven't played
Madden
that.
you could pause, but like you can only pause. Bro, I used to have the GOAT strategy in Madden. I haven't played Madden. I'm not good at Madden anymore.
Or you
but
person just to run the same route and like
no,
throw a quick slant.
No, that's good too. No, what I would do is that when I would play online, like head to head, they give you like when you call a timeout, if you're playing against a stranger, you get like 3 minutes to be in the time, like within the screen.
Okay.
Or the pause screen where you can
Yeah.
edit like the stats and everything. So what I would do is right when the game starts, I would pause it and go into the screen and I would let the whole 3-minute timer run all the way down to 0.
Just so you could get a win.
Just in the hopes that the other person would get annoyed and then quit the game and then I could win and then send them hate mail and be like, such a pussy. Like,
So you were definitely that annoying kid in like Black Ops 1, like COD 4.
Yeah, dude.
It was like, oh my god, I hate you. You're so gay.
Dude, I would do anything in my power to make like people that were clearly older than me just like super annoyed. My whole life I've done that.
Just like trying to annoy people.
That's
Yeah.
just like my favorite thing.
And that's why I would get annoyed with you because you, like when you were not talking, it just felt like you were just trying to annoy me.
And I'm good at it, aren't I?
Yeah,
I'm
you
really good at annoying
Yeah,
people.
you were very annoying.
And then my job was successful.
If that's what your goal is, is to annoy everyone, then good for you because you did it.
One thing I wanted to say before I forget, you were talking about how like you'll say what in the hopes that like they'll ask you to not do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever like someone says something to you and you say what because you genuinely didn't hear it, but then as you say what, you understand what they said?
Oh yeah. So someone asks you something and be like, what? No.
Yeah, I do it all the time. It's so weird. It's like your brain is like delayed for a
Yeah.
second and you're like still processing what they say. It's weird. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, my next thing that I had written down.
You're on fire today.
Okay, this is not something that happened to me recently, but it's something that happened to me once in my life.
Mhm.
I got like a new stereo put in my car like
Mhm.
a couple years back, and dude, I was thinking about how when they first put it in, they say, "Okay, can you play a song to make sure it plays?"
Mhm.
How nerve-wracking that is to pick the right song to like just prove to the person like I have good taste in music. You know what I'm saying?
What made you think of this?
I don't-
This is the
I was driving
this
my car.
is genuinely the most random
I don't
thing.
know, but like I remember being so nervous, and I remember what happened was I accidentally clicked on "Someone Like You" by Adele.
Oh my! Yeah, accidentally.
Well, it was like it was on my iTunes, and I kind of scrolled down, or maybe it was on like.
Oh,
the
you
first,
meant to scroll, but you like accidentally clicked.
Yeah, and I think the first person that popped up was Adele, because it was like A, and I clicked on it or something. Yeah. But the guy's like, all right, play a song. I was like, okay.
Never mind.
And then it's just dun, 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 and I was like, oh, fuck. And the guy's like, yo, I love this song. But like, I just think, because if I ever ask someone to play a song, like I immediately I judge them. Like I judge their taste in music.
Well, yeah. Anytime like there's like people are passing around the aux, like if I get the aux,
it's nervous.
First of all, everybody hates when I get the aux. Like no one likes my taste. I guess like I don't know. A lot of the music I pick, people just don't really connect with very much.
Well, you play a lot of like slow music, kind of.
Yeah.
Which depending on the vibe, like if it's like all of us in the car, I don't think we're all gonna like want to listen to slow music.
Yeah.
Or like we're not trying to listen to a storyline.
Yeah, you're just trying to have something like that bangs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle's a big throwback guy. Kyle also,
I did have a phase when I was like all throwbacks. But
Kyle also knows every word to like basically every famous Adele song.
Yeah.
Like we were on our road trip and I would just play like 3 different or 4 different Adele songs and he knew every word.
Yeah. In like 8th grade, 9th grade, all about Adele.
Dude, she's good.
She is great. She's very talented.
Like she's not like I know what you mean about being worried about like they'll judge you on the song you pick, but I don't think you can't go wrong with Adele. Like no one's gonna judge you and be like, oh my god, you listen to Adele.
I know, but like I was just thinking, what if I play like Rich Homie Quan
Boom Boom Pow?
Yeah, like Boom Boom Pow. But it was like now if I played Boom Boom Pow, I'd be like, all right, what are you doing there, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, Boom Boom Pow is my ringtone.
Still?
No.
Oh,
it was.
It is my ringtone.
Back on my first like slide phone, I had Boom Boom Pow. I had Jump by Flo Rida. I had Let It Rock by Kevin Rudolph with Lil Wayne, and I also had Do the John Wall.
Oh, you know what's weird is like ringtones those aren't a thing anymore.
I know.
Like no, everyone just has some boring ass sound.
Yeah, it's just all the iPhone
vibrate.
Sounds. My dad has some like weird guitar. It's like dun, 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 dun. I'm like, oh.
But like, why don't iPhones not even have an option to get a song as a ring? There's probably copyright issues or something.
I don't know, because like you used to have to go on the internet on your phone, and it costed so much money to get on the internet on your phone. Like on your old phone. You'd have to go on like the T-Mobile internet, and it was super slow, and you'd have to buy a song, and then
I don't think I ever did that. Like I don't think I ever went on the internet when I had like a flip phone. Like I never used the internet. Do you remember those games on the old flip phones?
Yeah,
were just
I had like
the worst
Brick Breaker.
games ever.
Dude, my dad used to have a BlackBerry, and the Brick Breaker on the BlackBerry was my favorite game ever. We'd be in the airport and be like, "Dad, can we play Brick Breaker?" And be like, "Oh my god." Dude, Blackberries were like the old, like before iPhones, those were like the big, like,
and those like
you have to have a BlackBerry.
I just remember, like, I never had one, but didn't they have like a little ball in the middle?
Well, there's a couple different. Well, yeah, one of them had a little ball, and
Yeah,
you'd scroll that little ball.
Yeah,
like
that thing was so cool.
Yeah.
You remember the flip, where it was a phone? It was like a stick. It was literally as thick as an iPod Shuffle.
Oh, the juke where you like flip it around.
Yeah, and it spins up.
I always wanted one of those.
Dude, this kid on the bus that I was like you know how there's like bus friends?
Yeah. Well, I was never really on the bus, but I know.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like the friends from school where like you'll talk to them on the bus, but once you get off, you both go your separate ways and like never talk. It was like a bus friend, and he had a juke, and I would sit to him for like a whole year only because he had a juke.
Just watch him flip his phone around?
No, just so I could flip it around.
Well, that's weird. It's like OG fidget spinners, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like just flipping a juke around.
Yeah.
Jordan used to have the Dwayne Wade phone, the Sidekick. That was like basically a juke, but full screen. Like it would flip around.
Wait, it
was like you'd hold it sideways. It would be like a screen, and then you'd flip it around, and it'd be a full keyboard.
Yeah. And there was another phone. I forget what it was called, but you could like slide it up, like flip it up. So then there's like space. There's a keyboard that appears, or you could flip it to the side. You could go up and to the side.
Oh yeah, I know that phone.
Yeah.
Wait, why would you? Oh, that was like for numbers, right? Or something?
I don't know. One of them was just like numbers, and the other one was a full keyboard.
Yeah.
Or something.
So like my first phone was the full keyboard. It was the Gravity. It was green and black.
Dude.
Oh yeah. I remember my first text tone. I didn't know how to turn it on vibrate.
Tone.
Like when you get a text, it would be dun 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 dun, and I always had it on full blast, and my mom would get so annoyed because if I was in like a deep conversation with someone, every 5 seconds it'd be like dun 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 dun. My mom was like, honestly.
I remember the first phone I got was like, it wasn't like you didn't slide it up, but you literally like folded it up.
I remember
for
that
the
one.
keyboard, but it was like vibrate. But the vibrate on that phone was so weird because it was like a noise. Like it was a vibrate, but it was like zzz, zzz, like it was like a really loud vibrate as opposed to the iPhone, which it just goes like,
Yeah.
you know. I miss my flip phone.
I kind of do. Kind of not.
I miss the days when life was simpler, dude. You get on the bus, you have your flip phone, you send hey with a smiley face to a girl. She responds, your day's made.
Or she doesn't respond.
If she doesn't respond,
She hates me.
then you just get to see her at school. It'd be really annoying.
The go-to conversation was, hey, what's up? NM, HBU. Same.
And then you're like, ah, shit. What do I do now? And then
Roadblock.
and then you gotta throw something else out there. You gotta be what's new? Or
NM, HBU.
Yo, all right. Let's reenact a conversation.
Okay.
Do you want to be the girl or the guy?
I'll be the girl. I'll play a little hard to get.
Okay. Hey,
Hi.
smiley face.
Well.
Whoa.
Hey, all lowercase.
No smiley.
No.
How's it going?
Good, HBU.
Same.
Cool. Dude, the worst is when like you'd be the last person, or you'd want to be the last person to say yeah, so they start the next thing. So like if I said cool and you say yeah back to me, I'm like, fuck. Now it's my turn. Now I have to do something.
Yeah.
Or when you get hit with an okay or a yeah, then it's like, all right, it's my turn to start a new part of the conversation. That's how I used to think about it when I was younger.
No, I get that. Those conversations though, those text conversations were just so bland back then.
Dude,
it was so. Why did any? I mean, maybe other guys were better at texting and more
I was
entertaining
not
than
good.
me, but it's like, why would anybody want to like text me?
I don't know.
It's so boring.
Yeah.
Like my texts nowadays are not like so much different than that.
Yeah, well,
like,
I can also take a hint if someone doesn't want to talk to me. I'll be like, all right.
Yeah,
whatever.
I just can get it, but it's like even when I text someone now, like I will never just be like, "What's up? What's going on?" It's more of like,
or if someone asked me what I'm doing, I would never say NMHBU.
yeah, I'd be like, "Oh, my dog just took a shit on the floor, and I'm about to go jump in the lake."
You don't have a dog.
Well, I know, but I mean, that like,
Yeah,
I'd
I get
give
you.
something interesting
Right.
is happening.
Got to be a little more interesting.
You know?
My go-to is like if someone said "What's up," I'd be like, "See, I'm so cute and flirty." I would just be like, "The sky."
Oh my God! You'd say the sky.
And they'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'd be like, "Breathing."
I hate you so much.
And they'd be like, "Oh my God, he's so creative. I love him."
No, they probably sat back and they showed their friends,
No.
all their girlfriends.
No,
are like,
they're
wow,
so
look at
into
this
it.
weirdo. What is he saying? Like, he thinks he's funny.
Nah, they were into it.
Hey, what's up, girl? What you doing? Oh, yeah, you look great in that. Yeah, you know me. I'm just chilling.
What?
No, I'm just imagining what you were like.
Oh, I was a smooth talker. I wasn't. Very antisocial. Dude, we used to always have this problem. It was a big thing to hug people back in the day. Back in like middle school, a lot of hugs.
Dude,
I was super I was really awkward. Wouldn't talk to any girls. And like you and like the rest of our friends had a couple other girls that you were kind of friends with.
Yeah.
So we used to always have these like big group hangs at Luke's house, and there'd be a couple girls over, and I didn't really know any of them. And like they would kind of talk to me. I would kind of just be there lurking. And then like when they leave, they'd start hugging everyone. And I'm like, fuck, like, do I hug you? Like, I don't really know you. Like, you don't really know me. And sometimes like it'd be like hug everyone and then bye, Kyle. And I'm like, bye. Or like they'll give me a sympathy hug. I'm like, oh, this is almost worse because like I know it's a sympathy
that they don't really know.
Yeah,
me.
and it's like, oh, this is weird. Yeah, that was like the struggles back in middle school for me.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I was like, felt like I was pretty talkative. I mean, I was still awkward and weird and like, but I don't know. I will say though, sixth grade, bro, my first wasn't even like a girlfriend, but like
your middle school girlfriend.
Yeah,
right?
like a middle school.
Don't talk in person, but you text a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we like text a lot, and like, dude, she was like very pretty for in sixth grade. Like she was like, I'm like, wow, this is pretty good that I'm like could get this girl.
Okay.
Right.
It's like
no,
it's a little like, oh, she was really hot in sixth grade.
No, I'm
it's
saying
like,
as a sixth grader,
all right.
she was a good-looking sixth grade girl for my sixth grade
all
body.
There you go.
And I was like, yeah, like I'm killing it right now. And we would text a lot, but like I had like one class with her, and we'd like sort of maybe talk a little bit. But then I was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? She was like, yeah. And this was all over text.
Oh, damn.
And this was like at night. Then the next day, bro, I just froze up.
Yeah,
I like
can't
didn't want to talk to her anymore.
Exactly.
So then her friend, like, so I didn't talk to her during the day, and even in the class we had together, I didn't talk to her. But at that point, we were like boyfriend girlfriend.
You're like,
so
I don't even have to talk to you anymore. It's fine. We're already there.
Yeah. So things are getting really weird. And then her friend started texting me during the day and was like, "Why are you just ignoring your girlfriend? You're so mean."
But like, did she talk to you?
No, like she tried, but I'd like walk away,
dude.
bro. Like she was. I remember
Power move.
I remember in the hallway, she was walking towards me, and I was like, I'm like, I can't do this, and so I just turn away, speed walk the other way into my class. The teacher shuts the door.
Wow.
Yeah, I felt, and then after that, I texted her and I was like, "Hey, I don't think we can date anymore." Like literally, like the day after.
Over text. So you didn't talk to her once while you were dating?
No.
I had the same thing in 8th grade with my first.
In 8th grade.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
See, like I was saying, all this like these group hang things. This was all 8th grade, so everyone was talking to girls by then, and I was just kind of.
So you were just sort of a little late to the curve to like talk to girls.
Again, I hadn't hit puberty yet. I was short and had a high pitched voice. All of our friends were kind of like starting to get armpit hair and like, hey, what's up? John was probably shaving by then.
Yeah, I know I was.
I was 5'0" and I had a high pitched voice. I didn't have a lot going for me.
All right.
So, anyways, I had this 8th grade girlfriend, and we did not talk once in person. Dated for 4 days. I would avoid eye contact at all costs. Got dumped over text.
Wow, what did she say? Do you remember
like,
the
hey,
gist of it?
She's like, hey, it's not working out. I was like,
She said that?
yeah.
That's how she worded it?
I don't really remember exactly, but she was basically like, I can't do this anymore. I was like, fuck. I blew it. Yeah.
So do you ever talk to her ever again?
Not really.
What's that mean? No, but like, did you like ever, like, do you remember a time when you're like, I just talked to this girl that I had this really awkward relationship with in 8th grade?
I never really had very many classes with her after that, so okay. And then we weren't really in the same friend group.
What if you got sat next to her like 9th grade for like,
it's like
first class freshman year?
Do we bring this up? Like, dude, and then my other 8th grade girlfriend.
Oh, two.
Yeah, yeah, I was out there.
Yeah.
Talked a little bit, got my first kiss, dumped the next day over text.
You were dumped the day after your first kiss?
Yeah, it was bad.
I remember I wasn't with you when you got your first kiss, but
no,
I remember hearing about it.
Connor made me get it.
Did you kiss her or did she kiss you?
Well, Connor pushed me towards her. So
was it more of like a whoa?
Well, so it was like I was like far away. Like I was leaving and he like brought me back. I was like, shit, this is a bad situation.
Can you take me through that what happened?
Yeah, we were at Red Robin.
Okay.
And it was like me, Connor, girlfriend, and her friend. So it was like a double date, but like Connor and her other girl were not dating. Okay. They were just there because we were in 8th grade and it was too awkward.
Yeah.
And then Connor. So I'm leaving. My mom shows up. I'm like, all right, I have to leave. Goodbye. I'm walking away, and then Connor,
in like the parking lot.
Yeah, like parking or no, like like behind Red Robin, there's like a grassy area, like with the fountain and stuff. So like my mom couldn't see us.
Oh, so you were away from where the public
I could see the top of her car, but like we're a little lower, so she can't see us.
Okay.
My mom was like, all right, I'm here. I'm like, all right, I'm leaving. And then as I'm walking up, Connor's like, dude, you have to kiss her. I was like, I can't. And then Connor's like, no. And Connor's bigger than me. So he like basically like picked me up. He like brought me over to her and he's like, go do it. And then he like ran away. And then I was like, fuck, I guess I will. Then I kissed her and then we didn't say anything. And then I left.
Like, was it like was it really stiff and awkward? Were you like,
oh, I've tried. Yeah, probably. Like it wasn't good. I mean, I got broken up with the next day. Definitely wasn't good.
Did she like kiss you back, or was she more of just like a plank, just standing there, and you were like, you know?
Dude, she might have been taller than me. Honestly.
You were like on your tippy toes.
I can't remember that well, but I'm definitely like I think she kind of kissed me back, but like I said, like this was my first time, and I was like I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah,
it wasn't good.
Scary, dude.
And then like I kissed her and I left. Didn't say anything. I just turned around and left. I got broken up with over text the next day.
You never talked to her since?
No.
Wow, that's rough.
Well, yeah, but you probably know what this is. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know where she's at right now.
Yeah.
She like wasn't. I don't think she went to our high school for. I don't know. But anyways,
she just kind of disappeared off the face of the
earth.
Who knows? My first kiss wasn't until senior year of high school.
Late bloomer.
That's what's crazy is like I was talking to girls sort of more like I was less awkward at that point in life in 8th grade than you probably.
That's kind of a good time to have it. I feel like. Well, I don't know.
What, 8th grade?
No, like, because 8th grade, like, it's for sure not going to be good. High school, like, at least
Yeah, like
you're like you can talk about it after or something.
yeah, like but it's funny that like you were talking about how like felt like you were awkward and like everybody else had hit puberty and you hadn't and all that stuff. But then you got your first kiss before probably a lot of people, honestly. Like I know a lot of people whose first kiss was like 9th grade, 10th grade.
I think for our friend group, I was one of the later ones. Like I was like one of the last ones.
Oh,
so you.
Well, I was definitely. I know
you're
for
probably the last.
I was probably the last in like my whole high school, dude. Like, but yeah. So I never really had like a real girlfriend, honestly. Like ever. Like I had like sort of like talked to girls.
Like middle school, basically.
Like middle school, and
that
even like
really count.
Freshman year, like I sort of talked to this girl. Like we held hands a few times, but never kissed, and it was really awkward.
When was this?
Freshman year.
Oh, I know who this is.
Yeah, you know who this is.
Dude, you should have.
Bro, this girl was like.
Not in your league.
Not way out of my league, but like I had a chance. And apparently that's what fucked it up is the fact that I didn't kiss her. Like I guess she told people like, oh, like he wouldn't kiss me. So like I don't like this guy.
Well,
so
you live and you learn.
Yeah. So anyways, the first time I kissed a girl though was senior year. And like I was gonna just go in for just a kiss.
Oh, but she went for the
like yeah, like she was in her mind she was going for the makeout sesh, and I was like,
that's another thing. Like first time doing that, that's
also
also
that's
scary.
what I'm saying, bro. I got them at the same time, and I was like, so like we kissed.
Well, it's 2 birds with 1 stone. That's nice.
Yeah, but I mean, but the thing is like I was so like I didn't know if I was doing it right. I mean, I feel like it's kind of intuitive. Like I feel like it's in your DNA to kind of know how to make out. You know?
I guess.
Like, it comes kind of naturally.
Figure it out as you go.
Yeah, you just kind of feel it around a little bit, but like...
literally
feel it around. But like, so, went in for the kiss, and then I was going to like back away, but as we kissed, then she went for another one. And I'm like, oh, what's happening? And so I just kept going.
Oh.
And like, after a little bit, like, we took like a break for a sec. And I was like, I'm sorry if I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I never made out before.
So you just apologized?
I sort of apologized, which I realized is like a really pussy thing to do. I should have just like been really confident and been like, "Oh yeah, I'm a beast at this."
Well,
but
it's also bad like if you act like you're a beast but you actually suck.
Yeah, so
like you were owning it. Like I'm probably bad.
Yeah, and she was like, "No, you're fine. You're not." Like she kept like reassuring me, so I'm like, "Oh, I'm killing it. I'm killing the game."
Good. Dude, I remember when you texted me. Never mind.
No,
this is like a cringy thing.
Yeah, no, this is super
I remember
cringy.
when you texted. Like it was like the group.
I texted in our group chat. I was like, guys,
I just kissed. I just made out for the first time. I'm basically a pro, is what you said.
Oh, I don't remember that. I mean, I think I was kind of like trying to deflect my nervousness about the situation with like some sort of comedy or something.
Yeah. What I remember is just like the phrase, "I'm basically a pro," and I was like,
oh god,
I don't think you're probably not a pro.
I will say though, the sesh went on for a while. By the end, I wasn't horrible. I don't think. I definitely wasn't good, but I don't think I was like, oh my god, like why is he biting my face?
Well, that's good.
You know,
just avoid the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I have more I could talk about that, but I feel like maybe kissing could maybe in like a little while. Down the road.
Again, my mom and my dad listen to these, so I do have some funny things. But
I got something.
Okay.
So I was driving home from work the other day, and there's this homeless guy on like there's like a left turn like light, and it's like during rush hour, so it's kind of busy. There's a lot of cars backed up, and he just waits there in like the middle, like the grass part in between, like the cars going this way. Yeah, like the median, and he's just chilling there with a sign. And the car in front of me rolls down the window and like puts their hand out like they have something. So he gets up and walks over, and it's the car right in front of me. They hand him like 2 things. One of them like looks almost like an Easter egg, but it's not an Easter egg. It's just like it looks like a circular ball that
gave him an egg.
Maybe you open up and there's like candy. I don't know. It looks some sort of egg, and then the other thing looked like a pack of like Starbursts. Like it was long, nice. Like a long square pack.
But it wasn't Starburst?
No, I couldn't tell what they were. But so the guy's like, oh, thank you. Yeah, like was super appreciative. Then walked back to his sign, and then the light turns green, and we turn and walk and pull through. And I look in my mirror as we're driving away. This homeless guy looks at it and like starts going like, what the fuck? And he throws it in the street. Like
What?
both of the things this guy gave him, he just throws them in the street and like picks his sign up, like kind of like flailing his arms, like, man, fuck that guy. And then like walks away. And like, I'm so to this day, I don't know what happened. Like,
I wonder if the guy like pranked him.
Yeah.
That's messed up. If you're gonna prank a homeless person,
yeah, I mean, I like either he gave him something that was just super rude or like an empty box or something. It was like just,
Yeah.
or if he gave him some, I don't know, but it almost seemed like the guy in front of me, like all I could see was his hand gestures, but it seemed like he was trying to be a nice guy and was like, hey, like God bless or something. And then,
Yeah.
and then this homeless guy just like lost his shit and was like, maybe he didn't like Starburst. And he was like, out of everything you could have given me, you gave me goddamn Starburst.
probably wanted money.
Yeah. I think that's a thing. I think he like wanted money and was like, dude, I don't need food. But like, why would you throw it in the street? Like,
Yeah, but that's when it's like something might be a little off with that person.
Yeah.
That's what sucks.
Yeah.
It's because like there's such a, especially in Seattle, there's so many homeless people. It's such a problem.
Yeah.
And like recently, there's a lot by my mom's work, and they keep kicking them out because there's like they're building the light rail there,
Yeah.
and like they keep kicking these homeless people out. And it's like they like living that lifestyle. Like it's the people that basically like they don't want help,
Yeah.
and so it's you can't like help them to get like live in a shelter. Like they don't want to do that. They want to live in tents, like in a little
Yeah.
like community.
Yeah.
And you just have to keep kicking them out, and it's sad. Like
Yeah. And like, you can't threaten to like take them to jail because like they don't give a shit. Like,
yeah,
like they have nothing to lose. So it's like, yeah.
a lot of those people are like people that are addicted to drugs though too.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I can definitely see both sides of people's viewpoints on like people who are about helping homeless people and people that are not about helping homeless people. Cause I mean, I understand that sometimes you try and help them and then they like blow their money on drugs or cigarettes or something, which I get. But then I don't know. There's also what's so hard is a lot of these people are like mentally ill. And so it's like you can't just like judge them and be like, oh, well, they're just like lazy or like not willing to like. It's like, dude, they literally, a lot of them probably have actual mental disorders or like PTSD or like all this stuff. So it's like,
yeah. And a lot of people that are like homeless that like are trying to do something about it are people that are like maybe couch surfing or living in shelters or like they are trying to do stuff. So there are people. So like a lot of the people that are actually on the streets are people that are like mentally ill or drugs or like they just don't.
Yeah.
They just like living like that.
Yeah.
New topic. Back to
we're not very good at transitions today.
Back to me dreaming.
Okay.
Because I've like talked a lot about my dreams.
Yeah.
So I have this dream that it's not like a certain dream, but it's something that like I grind my teeth a lot when I sleep. And I have dreams sometimes where I can't open my mouth because like I'm grinding my teeth and I'm like, what happens is like my mouth is like so clenched together and I try to open my mouth and for some reason it like I can't open it and then it's like a cracking like it hurts like it feels like it's like I broke a tooth off like it's painful and it's like I don't know
how hard are you grinding your teeth,
dude? I don't know, but
oh my god,
it doesn't make sense because like I can open my mouth like
obviously
and it doesn't pop, so I think I'm like moving my mouth to the side like
like
and then like it pops over a tooth and like it hurts. And I have dreams like that, and I had one the other night, and I woke up and I'm like,
when it
ow.
Oh, your mouth actually like will
Like
physically
it feels
hurt?
Yeah, kind of, and it feels weird.
Like is it psychological? Like you think your mouth hurts, or like does your mouth actually hurt from like
I don't
grinding
know
your teeth?
actually. That's a good.
Because sometimes I'll wake up from like dreams where I'm just like I don't grind my teeth, but a lot of times I'll wake up and I'm just clenching my teeth together.
Well, I do that a lot
like
too.
all the time. Even when I'm at work and stuff, like if I'm focused, I'll like just
I do it a lot when I'm cold too.
Yeah, and like I'll wake up and I'll just be like, oh, like it'll be so just exhausted from doing that all night.
You wear like a mouth guard at night.
Yeah, I have a retainer, but the retainer I've had for years, and the hole by my molars, like in the back, is just like totally flattened now because I just pushed down.
But yeah, dude, it's so weird. Like it's literally like a popping sound. Like I can hear it and feel it. It's like I broke a tooth off. It's like
one day you're gonna wake up and like you're gonna have like a chipped tooth.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, that's like I have a really like a weird fear about like losing teeth as an adult. Like something about the fact that it will never grow back.
You can get a fake one.
I know, but you can always tell.
Not really.
I know.
We had a friend that had one.
Yeah, you can kind of tell.
Not really.
I mean, if you know it's there,
Yeah, I guess.
you can kind of notice. But I mean, yeah.
I would get a gold tooth.
No,
Nah, if I had a gold tooth
please
right here.
don't. You would be. Oh my god.
Dude, that'd be so sick. I'd be like a pirate.
Cringiest, whitest thing I've ever seen.
Swag.
You should get like a full sleeve.
Of what?
Like a tattoo.
Oh, no. I don't really want to do that. I'm not that type of person.
I could see you being a guy who like, you don't get any tattoos like on the lower arm, but like then you like take your shirt off and it's just like
a map
all over the front and the back, like a treasure map or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll probably get another tattoo at some point.
But right now, you don't have anything right now where you're like, I want that.
Not really, no.
I don't know why, but I really like words as opposed to like pictures.
Well, you got
for tattoo. I know I got a picture, but like I'm a big fan of like word tattoos.
like John.
Well, no.
I'm John. In case anyone needs to identify you.
Oh, that would have been useful during my no talking thing.
Hi.
I show them my wrist. It says I'm John. Bro, I get like everything that I would ever need. So I'd be like, can I get a burrito with chicken, brown rice, black beans, and then I just show.
What do you want?
Yeah, that'd be cool. It's like Memento.
Yeah, kind of, but super unnecessary.
But I want to get a tattoo with a Will Smith quote that says, "If you're not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time." Very cheesy.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised.
What?
On the playground. That's where I spent most of my days.
What's that? Should I know?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I never watched that show ever.
Okay, fine.
Am I supposed to know that?
I mean, it's pretty popular. Like,
is that part of the
it's
song?
In West Philadelphia.
Oh, if you would have sang it like that, I would have recognized it.
I mean,
but when you just say it with
I feel
words,
like a lot of people would just know it. I guess maybe you're not really a Fresh Prince guy. That's racist of you.
Kyle and I have been hyping up this marathon for many, many months. And it is next weekend, Kyle. It is in 7 days from today. How are you feeling?
It came really, really quick.
Yeah, dude.
It kind of came out of nowhere. So we've been training since January, although there were breaks.
Yeah, it's been on and off training.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like we had like 2 months, and then all of a sudden you were like, "By the way, the marathon is in 3 weeks," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And
I know. That's how I felt too.
And now it's in a week, and dude, the most I've ran in one time is 15 miles, like during this training.
You're gonna have to run 26.
I'm gonna have to run 11 more than that.
Yeah, well, I mean.
But I mean, yesterday I ran 10. I ran 5 to this place and then 5 back, and like by the end, like I was definitely tired and ready to be done. But like I was like, I definitely could do this. I could do that thing twice. So I could do 20. But I was like, I don't know if I could do it 2.5 more times. Like I don't know if that last 6.2 is gonna be horrible.
Like when I did 20, I wanted to die.
Yeah. Like even by the end of 10, like my knees were already starting to feel it.
Yeah, the outside of my knees hurt a lot.
Yeah. And like even today, dude, my knees are so like sore, and it's only 10
from running.
And I realized I haven't trained on any hills. Like
I've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah, because you live where there's like hills everywhere. Yeah. And I'm kind of worried that like I'm gonna think I'm fine, but then I'm gonna like at mile 17 there's gonna be some hill, and I'm just gonna be so out of it and just like walk up the hill or something.
The most important thing is to like stay on our pace and not go out too fast, which is like I ran yesterday. I ran like 4 miles. Like I didn't want to run too far. But I like forced myself to be at our marathon pace to go slow. I was running like 10-minute miles,
and it probably felt. And I
felt
easy.
fine. Like I felt good.
Yeah.
So as long as we can do that, we're not gonna be okay, but we'll be all right.
Well, yeah, the biggest thing that you mentioned before that I realized a lot in my run yesterday is like just not stopping is the biggest thing for me. Like, yeah, it's tough when you're running, when like you start getting sore and your knees start hurting, but it's even harder to get going again once you've like caught your breath and stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes it hurts more to walk.
Yeah,
that's what I found when I was doing the 20 miles.
And it's like the worst feeling ever when like you pass someone. Like I run a lot on this trail that's like a common trail where people like ride bikes and just like go on runs and walks and stuff. And the worst is when you pass someone and then like a mile later you start walking because you're tired, and then you
you.
see them pass you again.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
You're like, I'm better than you. You shouldn't have passed me.
That's gonna be such a demoralizing feeling during the day of the marathon when like, because there's gonna be a point when like multiple points when I walk for a bit, and then there's gonna just be some person passing me that I'm like, you're not better than me.
Yeah, you're not faster than me. Yeah, my mom says that like because she's like not very fast.
Yeah,
I love you, Mom. But whatever, she's run a lot of races.
Yeah,
so.
she knows her pace.
She doesn't run very fast, but a lot of people use her as a pace. So like they'll run ahead of her and then they'll walk, and then once she passes them, they'll run again. And she said last time she ran a half, like there was this couple or like the brother and sister maybe that they would use her as a pace, but then they would like run until they pass her, and then they would stop right in front of her, and my mom would be running and she'd be like, I have to run around them, and then she'd be like, and then those kids would walk and then they'd run for a while and then they'd stop right in front of my mom.
Damn,
and she was like so
annoyed. Sabotage her.
I know. I'm like, geez, that would be so annoying. I would like push people because I would be upset.
You're gonna deck people?
Well, no, like if
it's gonna be get out of my way.
If someone keeps stopping in front of me, like I'll give them a little like hip check.
Yeah.
Because like they need to know. Yeah. I'll also just
assert your dominance.
I'm also just gonna be not happy during the race. So
you're gonna be hyped up, dude. The thing I'm worried about is like adrenaline is gonna kick in a lot before the race.
I hope.
And I'm gonna be so hyped, ready to go. Like probably took some energy thing. I'm gonna be like
run like a 7-minute mile.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's gonna be so hard for me to not like sprint at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yo, honestly, I kind of want to just sprint. Like just for the sake of saying that there was a point when I was in first place in the Seattle Marathon.
I don't know if we're gonna be running at the same time as other people.
The people that are the badass runners go like
probably
earlier.
Yeah, because we're not gonna be having a great time. So we'll be kind of farther back.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
When they start, do you just start in a big mob of people?
It's like a bunch of waves.
What if like someone tramples? Whoa! I just spit really far.
Sideways.
What if someone just tramples at the beginning? And then like everybody else just falls. You know, like in the Tour de France when like one person falls
goes down and just get run over. Dude, you could probably die.
Yeah.
Just get stomped out.
Yeah. I know people.
Dude, people die on like Black Friday.
Yeah.
Like you get stomped on by like a Walmart mom. Someone trying to get like a flat screen.
It's not even like that worth it to me.
What, Black Friday?
Black Friday.
No, I don't.
Like,
I've never gone Black Friday.
You're gonna
shopping.
save like $100. Congrats, but
Cyber Monday.
You're gonna sit outside for like 6 hours. You're gonna be freezing cold. You're gonna go in. People are gonna shove you. You're gonna stand in line for an hour.
And there's people holding a kid, fighting another mom for, for like it's like, all right,
take it easy.
Let's all step back and think about what we're doing here.
Yeah,
you're fighting someone for a TV.
Just wait for a sale on Amazon. It's probably gonna happen in like
Cyber Monday.
When is Black?
The day after Thanksgiving.
Then Cyber Monday's the Monday after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
the go-to.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday's it.
Easy.
I'm a big online shopper. I hate shopping.
Dude, going to a mall is probably the worst experience that there is for a male.
Especially, I hate by myself. I get so awkward when I'm clothes shopping. Like, I get like really like just like tense and nervous. I don't know why. Like,
you don't like the people looking at you, like the workers, like knowing that you're shopping?
Well, like a lot of times I don't really know what I'm looking for, so like I'm kind of just looking through stuff, and then like I feel weird just like looking at everything.
Why? That's what stores are for.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Girls literally will look through like racks and racks and racks of stuff.
I don't know how to explain it, but like I get really like tense when I'm shopping.
So when do you ever will you ever shop or will you order something online?
I usually like to order stuff online, but I did go to Macy's the other day with my mom and my cousin, and then I went off by myself to look through the dude section, and it was a little tough, but I got some stuff. Got a couple shirts.
Did people come up and were like, "Hey, like, can I help you? Or are you looking for anything?"
Yeah, dude, I hate when that happens to me because I'm always like, "Oh no, I'm just looking," and then I feel like they're kind of eyeballing me the rest of the time. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, just don't look at me, don't look at me."
See, I always say like, "Oh no, I'm fine," but in reality, I do want their help. Like I am, dude. This happens all the time at like if I'm at Target, like looking for something like obscure. Or like a piece of camera equipment or something that like they might have, they might not. There's always someone who's like, "Oh, can I help you find anything?" I'm like, "No, I'm just looking." But then I realized like, "Oh, I really do need someone's help." But I just told them I don't need their help. So if I go tell them I need help, they'll be like, "Why didn't you tell me that the first time?"
Or if you like go up to a different person and they're like, the other person that you had already declined sees you walk up to the other person.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Like, "Why, you don't want my help?"
Yeah.
Bitch.
All right, ladies and gents. Probably mostly gents and
Mostly
maybe
gents.
like two ladies.
Couple ladies.
But I'm having a lot of camera difficulties. My camera keeps shutting off because it says it's overheating. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Hopefully my camera doesn't explode. But I think we're at an hour anyways. So this was a really fun episode.
Yeah,
glad to be back.
We're back
weird.
And talking.
Not that we really missed anything, but for us going a week without a podcast,
we haven't done that.
Was weird.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you all so much for listening to this episode. This was pretty fun. Did you have fun, Kyle?
Oh, I had so much fun.
Yeah. More fun than
look how much fun I have.
Yeah, dude. You're right. You must have had a ton of fun.
Bursting with fun.
Yeah. Where can they follow you and see all the other fun stuff?
Can follow me for fun on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Stafford 36. Probably Instagram. Well, follow me on Instagram because I post good clips from the episodes. Same with John.
Yeah.
Also follow the podcast at Pins Podcast. Also, we post clips, and we'll post some stories of each other.
Yeah.
Slapping each other and stuff.
We're really interactive on Instagram. It's pretty fun.
Yeah,
and
that's like our number one.
We post like our the funniest clips from each episode we put on Instagram. So if you guys you're interested by a title of an episode, but you don't know if it's worth your watch,
check out the clip.
It is worth your watch.
Yeah, and you can see multiple clips on me and John's channel or pages, whatever.
Yeah.
Accounts.
All right. Anyways, you can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. Like Kyle said, follow the show. We're on every social media platform, every streaming platform. So whatever you guys like your podcast on, whether you want the video version on YouTube or you want to listen to it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever.
But if you're on Apple Podcasts,
be sure to leave a review. 5
stars and a review.
Yep. With all that being said, if you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe if you guys are new. Comment down below. We love talking to you guys. We've been growing a lot recently. Every month, Kyle and I mark down the growth of the podcast, and
we're growing steadily.
Like every month we get like 100 more downloads per month, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So thank you to everybody who's been supporting us. It means a lot. We're excited to keep going. And with that being said, new episodes every Monday and Thursday, new videos on my personal channel every Wednesday. And the next 2 videos that are going to be up are going to be crazy because there's the 7 days no speaking, and then there's the marathon video.
Oh God.
So
it's getting close. I don't know.
So anyways, with all that being said, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.
I love you.